NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers that see this industry is filled with shit. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the boys of gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the facts. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see false idols, other titles you need to grow. Have you lost your mind? But I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the glory of more. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Okay, ready? Come back, team! Ready?
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Room here to run. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Tackle made by Kaiser White. You know he can fly to the ball, and he showed it there. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Jameis to throw it. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor, and the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
They'll roll him out right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Play fake. Winston steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, it certainly took too long to set up play action, and that gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Winston on 3rd and 2. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
On 3rd down, Winston. Finding out. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I'm not.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Big Lion.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. He completes it to Tate. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston, Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The Eagles at 7 and 8 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. no gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, check that.
Another run here with Sanders. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. Hurts.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On play action, Winston. Thomas brings it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Hurts' throw brought in by Brown. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Here we go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Hurts to throw. This is Smith to the ground. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Kamara up the middle. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Kamara going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll run it with Kamara, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
Hold ready. Ready.
They're going to try and throw. Smith brings it in, going across the middle.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
But first down, Hurts.
Middle of the field, he finds Pascal.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Hurts throw taken in by Pascal.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Let's go now.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
19. Pass the street. Pass the street.
They go play action with Hurts.
On the move to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 27, Winston. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game.
Got it. Ready? Right there, hurt. 18 rattlers.
Second down and goal. Hurts. And Goddard's got him. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case,
Ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They run off tackle right with Kamara. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Winston to throw. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Winston will kneel down, and that should be your ball game. But taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big 4th quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the 4th quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was a game where they got out to a pretty good size lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue to score and find ways to keep your lead pretty well throughout the game. But they did find a way to win, as you noted. Hung on at the end as the big rush came at them. Fortunately enough, they put enough points on the board to have enough of a cushion that they're able to survive what happened in the 4th quarter.
So for the Saints, they moved to 9-7 on the year with 1 game remaining.
You see, it's 2 type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. It's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby.